that rosa mel avibus. The rose brings the bees honey. This is a Rosicrucian symbol of a seven-petaled rose that arose for me spontaneously this week in a reading on alchemy, in synchrony with the seven-petaled flower exercise from this week's class. Along with it also came an insight that my attention and my interest are piqued by metaphors. Here is another image and metaphor that also came to mind. I created this diagram in one of the classes at CIS. Interestingly, it also uses a seven-petaled flower. Imagine a group of people standing around in a circle and observing the same flower from different sides. Each person's mental perspective includes a slightly different perspective on the flower from their position. Hence, the flower exists in this collection of virtual, slightly different perspectives, potentialities or possibilities, you can call them. We can't look into other people's minds directly and see what they are perceiving. Hence, these mental or virtual perspectives are isolated and discrete, like quantum particles. And yet, can't we say at the same time that the actual physical flower already contains all of these virtual possibilities and perspectives in itself, like the quantum wave that superimposes all the potentials and possibilities? Scientists say that the macroscopic physical world does not contain the quantum effect, that only exists at the microscopic scale. But if we add mind or consciousness into the picture, can we not then say that the quantum effect is already here in our physical world, within everything in this way? With this example, I hope I demonstrated some of my most valuable transferable skills, which are to describe, to explain, and to teach certain complex philosophical ideas, as well as to create various aids like art, presentations, and writing to aid in this informing and communicating. Like the quantum wave, when performing this exercise this week, so many different potentials and possibilities for my future work came to me. On the one hand, I could remain practicing these skills the way I do now, as a kind of unpaid passion or art, because my current job already provides me with financial security that I need. But on the other hand, I do feel a soul calling to actualize a career in scholarship. Another relevant image comes to mind with this, and this is a dream that I had of my grandma showing up with a smile, holding a tray with scrolls on it, the kind of scrolls that the Tarot's high priestess holds in her hand. And she is the perfect symbolic archetypal embodiment of esoteric scholarship. And so I would like to show you one last image. This was a beautiful rose that bloomed in my mom's garden 1 year after my grandma's passing, to the day. And this was in a place where my mom had never planted any roses. My grandma's name was, of course, Rose. So this very symbolic occurrence resembles the alchemical image of the rose. Like that rose that brought honey to the bees, my grandma brought my mom and me sweet intuitive signs to remember and guidance from the soul that tells me that if I listen and follow this guidance, that it will manifest into my perfect dream job in due timing with perfect alignment, if I trust. Thank you so much for listening.